For hooded eyes or small eyelids, take your smoky eye outwards, not upwards. It's almost impossible to mess this up. All you need is eyeshadow, tape and a cotton bud. So let me show you how. I'm going to start with some Scotch tape, but you can also use Micropore tape. Always put it on the back of your hand first to remove some of that sticky residue so that when you remove it from that delicate eye skin, it's not going to tug as much. And then simply align the tape with your lower eyelash line. I'm going to take a matte black eyeshadow, but you can also do this with browns, you can do it with a warm deep red, whatever works for you. Before we blend anything, I want you to understand how to keep your liner looking balanced when your eyes are open. The white line shows the direction of the wing. This green line running through the pupil marks the highest point of the upper lash line when you're looking straight ahead. Now if we take a horizontal green line directly across this highest point out to meet the corner of the wing, that is the height limit for your wing. You don't really want to go higher than this. So I'll just show you when I'm looking straight into a mirror when my makeup is done. By following that guide, we get the perfect lifted look. This enables us to create that smoke, but we keep all the depth on the inner and outer corner and we don't lose precious lid space. So moving on to the blend in. Swirl the end of a cotton bud into the eyeshadow, then starting at the tape, you're going to pour the colour from the tape onto the skin, coming down at an angle towards your eyelash line. If you have slightly hooded eyes, you can keep this very small and it only has to be a baby wing. I'm using what's left on my cotton bud to start pulling the colour across the lash line, making it smaller as we get towards that inner corner. Then you want to turn your cotton bud around to the clean side and use this to start softening the seam of the eyeshadow. The seam is the highest point that meets your skin, and again, this does not need to be super precise. All you want is a slightly softer blend than the darker colour towards the lash line. Obviously, depending how much space you have between your lash line and your eyebrow, keep it smaller if you have smaller eyes. However far you come inwards, always make sure you're still blending down at an angle towards that eyelash line. We've built that smokiness on the outer corner, now we're going to bring a softer smoke to the inner corner. When the eyes are open, this creates a full smoky effect without taking over the lid space between the lashes and the brow. You can absolutely use brushes, but you really don't need them. A cotton bud does the job beautifully and it's perfect for travel or quick makeup on the go. If you're looking for something a little bit more wearable for daytime, I've created a similar tutorial using this same smoky wing technique, but it's softer and less intense. There's no metallic on the lid, so it feels much more subtle, whereas this version is definitely more evening appropriate. Once we add the gold, it's perfect for dinner, drinks or a night out. This is the iconic London Glaze crayon and we're going to use the glaze side, applying it in a couple of layers. The shade is Champagne. You can see that it's designed to sit over a base because it's slightly sheer and it gives a beautiful metallic glaze. I'm applying it straight onto the bare lid and I'm also tapping it along the lash line where we place that dark smoke. This brings light back into the eye while the depth underneath still gives us that smoky finish, and it helps maximise the lid space from the lashes upwards. The key here is to apply one layer, allow it to dry down, then go in with a second layer to really build up the intensity and shine, but allow it to dry in between. So while that's setting, I'm going back in with my cotton bud and a little bit of the black eyeshadow, smudging it underneath the lower eyelashes and bringing it forward to meet the inner corner where we placed the smoke earlier. I'm also going to add a kohl pencil to the waterline because this really takes that smoky eye to the next level and makes it look deeper and more sultry. You want to apply a pencil that's very soft. This is the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Glide Eye Pencil in the shade Black Treacle. I'm taking it all the way along the waterline to the inner corner, and also I'm going to tight line with this, so blink onto the pencil and run it along your top waterline. Now the metallic has dried down, we're going in with a second layer of that glaze, tapping it on and then use your ring finger just to pat it in. If these glaze crayons are still available, I'll link them in the description box for you. I'll also add a few alternatives that I love to use, including both liquid and powder metallic shadows, but honestly feel free to use anything you already have that gives a similar soft metallic finish and works in the same way. This is one of my favourite parts, peeling away the tape to reveal that crisp, clean finish. That said, if this line feels a little too sharp for you, you can go back in with your cotton bud and gently soften the edge. Just because it looks crisp now doesn't mean it has to stay that way. You can always blend it into the skin for a softer finish while still keeping that beautiful lifted wing. At this stage, I like to go back in and tap a tiny amount of the black right at the root of the eyelashes, just over the top of that metallic. You might wonder why we add the metallic first. It's all about depth and layering. Sandwiching the colours like this gives a richer finish and helps everything to last longer. See, now you can see that depth coming from the black, but the metallic is still peeking through underneath, which gives that really dimensional finish. And just for demonstration purposes, if you ever do this and you feel like it looks a little bit too dark or heavier than you would like, you can go back in with your glaze and add another light layer over the top. It will catch the light again and soften everything slightly. There really isn't a wrong or right here. It's very forgiving technique, and you can just keep layering it until it looks exactly how you want. I like it here, so I'm going to go in with my eyelash colours and give the lashes a good curl. This is a step not to miss if you have small lids or hooded eyes, because it will really help to open them up. Even though I don't personally have hooded eyes, I create these tutorials with you in mind. After working on so many different eye shapes over the years, I know how powerful these placement techniques are, and that's why I love sharing them so that you guys can get the same lifted effect. We're not going to be using false eyelashes for this look because we don't want to take up any lid space. Instead, we're going to maximise our natural eyelashes, starting with a lash primer, and I'll link the ones I use in the description box. Apply a coat of primer and don't remove the excess from the wand because we want a more dramatic, fuller lash look. Of course, if you prefer a cleaner finish, you can take a little bit off before applying. Allow this to dry for 60 seconds before going in with your mascara. A little tip while you're waiting is to apply your lower lash mascara first. This will help prevent your top mascara from transferring onto your lid while you're working on your lower eyelashes. You know what it's like, if you don't look down into a mirror, sometimes that top mascara can print on your lid and it's so annoying. But if that does happen to you, allow it to completely dry and go in with a cotton bud to remove the excess, or use a spoolie. The primer that I've used is by Lancome. It's the Cils Booster XL, and the mascara I'm using is also by Lancome. It's the Eyeshadow. I love this mascara. I rave about it in every single tutorial. There is a reason it's been my favourite and that I rarely ever share any other mascara, because I love the wand and I love the formula. This isn't a look where we want to build perfectly clean, separated lashes. We're going for drama and we're going for fullness. So this is my favourite way to create an almond-shaped smoky eye. It's perfect for heavier lids if you have minimal space between your lashes and your brows, because it keeps everything lifted and focused outward. So I hope you found that useful. I have so many tutorials to help you build confidence when it comes to applying your makeup. So if you'd like more techniques for hooded eyes or smaller lid space, I've linked my eyeliner trick for hooded eyes and my easiest smoky wing tutorial here. There's also a playlist at the very end for you. If you're new to my channel, my name is Shonagh Scott. Don't forget to subscribe. Everything I've used is listed and linked in the description box so you can shop directly from the video. Please share this with anybody that you know that struggles with lid space or loves a smoky eye but can't wear one. And I will see you next week with another makeup tutorial. Bye!